Hi, David Erdos back with a new piece which fits into the Bastards Charter sequence, number 26, I believe. I'm working today and full of the worst head cold I've ever had, but my friend, the Reverend Richard Bodle, called me to write this. So, Richard, I'm doing this on your instigation and on the instigation of us all, it has to be said, as more farce, governmental farce, features in the news. Alongside the desperate panic that it instirs and infers. Cameron's crawl. Somewhere in chess sits that secret moment when the board turns to fire as the predetermined vision ignites, and when the parade of each piece before the gaze of fate proves astounding, revealing how what's decided is framed by both the cosmic black and star white. The moving of politicians, perhaps, is much more than just the opposite of that process. The phrase cabinet reshuffle is the desperate pose of the checked, for this moving of mates is arbitrary at best, not strategic. It is an attempt to hide behind order as the rat ship slides into sinking and as chaos flames below deck. It is worse than wankers who frot inside their own pockets. And it is not as calm as cards who slice cleanly between fortune and decline. It is a last, turgid act in which, unable to plan, you move madly, as if you were cheating at Scrabble or leaving and losing your shit. It's a sign. As recently as yesterday, Sunak still supported Suella. Sadly, another Indian woman who made her boorish predecessor seem astute. I've used this joke before, but I cannot resist its repeating, as this shrill-sounding siren kept singing a sick sea for Canute. Make light of those letters to read what I think of these people, who strive to lead us just as the Pied Pipist led rats. And let's not forget his dark price and who he took back to the mountain. Which one of us will stay beach-bound when survival's song resounds flat? The walls are closing in, made of sand, and Rishi soon will slump, buried. Alarmed by Starmer, who is somewhat surprisingly on the rise, Rishi returns from under his rock the crab Cameron, who has been licking probably the same pearls and oysters that Sunak's tax-free wife must assize. No doubt they are living the dream of past days, creamed by glory, which in politics can last minutes or a half score of years, which the public will never get back. Pawns, priests, and even queens sacrificed, or soldiers dead. Pensions frozen. Alan Bennett was right. Live to 90 and still be able to boil an egg you're held dear. This happened with Oswald Mosley, and soon it will happen with Boris, though God forbid he continues his toilet squat for that long. But TV will soon have him back, which shows how we should all make our returns quick to reading, or to the piano placed in the parlour where families once fused around song. When it happens, it will show how stupid we are, and clearly how guileless, as we allow the erosion of standards like Suella's empty sea to suck shores of their welcome and sheen. And so Cameron crawls, lobster licking, with crap and caviar soon combining to stain and stink, step and door. Behind which Sunak steers towards the after-dinner speech circuit, not to mention the book that by Christmas 24 or 25 will feed trash, whether placed in the shops or languishing in a dustbin. The print of another displaced, slim-hipped shadow placing a fat-faced fool there beside him as the sinking ship does a wheelie to become our next fatal car crash, as we careen between choice and the lack of it bequeathed to us. Under his storm, Sunak's steering is not a safe return to bland bays, but a mayday signal at best, the wave of a soon-to-be anonymous arm in its drowning. Even if he wins, it's not worth it, as it seems no decision made while aboard that careless craft can convey what needs to happen. And so, Cameron's call and each news unworthy item is another nail in the coffin that has already been thrown out to sea. We just have to secure it, that's all. But have you ever tried to hammer hard through wild water? It chills chance, hands and motion, stopping it dead. Are fish free, or just biding time until we can trap them? It's a good job democracy's broken, and that equal for all cannot be, or else the elite would be unable to roam, forget, and then net us. For just as we are cod-driven, they would have us with chips, easily. Politics now, today, is what pop was in my childhood. Cannibalistic. Music sweetened. But this is sour stuff. Spit back, checkmate, unvote, change, condemn, flee. David Erdos, the 13th of November, 2023.